Today we're going to be talking about triads and chords in general, the basics of constructing them, and also identifying them. So we are going to be working in the key of C major here. I have 3 different clefs, so just make sure that you're looking at whatever clef you are most comfortable with. I have a 1 octave C major scale written out already. And we are going to be talking about mostly major and minor chords. Chords that sound major or are the quality is major or minor. So we have a major scale right here, and we're going to talk about the diatonic chords that are built off of each note of the scale. The lowest note of a triad is called the root. I'll just put that in all caps. So if we started on C, we're in a C major. We're in C major, right? We go over here, and I'm going to put C as my lowest note. I'll make it a whole note. Okay. And then what we're going to do is go a third above C. Now we've talked about that. You will know that a third above C, if you start on C and count up the ledger lines and spaces, 3, and include 3, you will get the note E. And if you look at the scale that I've written out for you, that is true. So we have C, that's 1, D is 2, E would be 3, so a third. So this second note of the triad is called the third, because it's a third above the root. All right, so we're almost there. We're almost done building this chord. And then we have one more note. Notice that the name triad has the prefix tri, which I'm sure all of you know means 3. That this means that there are 3 notes within the chord, and they all are piggybacked or stacked thirds as well, the interval of a third. So we went a third up from C, and we have E. So now we have to go a third above E. So if you look at a scale that I wrote out for you, we have E, and we go to the next note, that's F, that's a second, we need 1 more, we go to G, and that's our next third. So we add a G here, and there we go, that's it. So we have 2 thirds that are stacked on top of each other. From C to E is 1 third. Notice that I'm not worried about the quality yet. I'm just saying that they're thirds. And then from E to G is a third. And that is all we need to know for right now. And we have a C triad. If you want to be specific, and which we will need to be, it is a C major triad. And if I wrote this in the other clefs, we would have, this is bass clef. So we have our C major triad right here. And we're going to build our next diatonic chord, or triad, based on the next note of the scale, which would be D. So we take D, and we're going to go over here. I'm going to, again, make it a whole note. And I'm going to go a third up from the root. So now D is our root. I'll go a third above it, and we get the note F. And then 1 more third above F, because we're stacking our thirds. And we get A. So we have D, F natural A. Let's turn that into a whole note. There we go. And then whoop, A, good. So we have these 2 diatonic triads, or 2 triads. They're diatonic because they are both, all the notes in them contain notes within the key of C major. Therefore, they are diatonic in the key of C. So over here, we have C to E, and the interval from C to E, we know that's a third, but what kind of third? That is a major third. From E to G, we have a minor third. So the formula, or the recipe, if you like, for this C major triad is starting on C, a major third above it, which is E, and then a minor third, which is G. So for any major triad, or any major chord, from the root note going above it, we have first a major third, and then a minor third. So that is how you construct or build a major triad. So first, whatever your root note is, you have to go a major third above it, and then a minor third. Now, if we take a look at this chord, so we have a C major over here, a major quality chord. Here, D minor. So we have, let's see what kind of thirds we have. We have D to F natural. In the key of D, F would be sharp, but we have a natural. So this is a minor third on the bottom. And then F natural to A, that is a major third. So it's the opposite recipe of a major triad. So if D is our starting note or our root, our lowest note, lowest pitch in the chord, and we want to build a minor chord above that, we go a minor third first. So we have F natural, that's our third, and then a major third above that is A. So the recipe or formula for a minor chord is the inverse of a major chord. So they're inverted recipes. So if you have a minor third and then a major third on top, you have a minor triad. If you have a major third on the bottom and then a minor third above it, you have a major triad. Now, I'm not going to go through building all of these with you right now because I don't want to, bore you to death, although I'm sure you're having a great time listening to my beautiful speech on triads. But just so that you are aware, the one chord, or in any key, any major key that you're in, the first diatonic chord is major quality, the second one is minor, the third is always minor, the fourth is always major, the fifth is always major, the sixth is always minor, the seventh, we have not talked about this yet, but is diminished. Don't have to worry about that too much right now. And then back to C, which is again major. So those are sort of the basics for constructing and analyzing and identifying the difference between major and minor triads.